Alright everybody, a little look at the back pond. And Rich and Hoover been cleaning up.
It's still morning, they're not coming up yet, so there's
right.
looks like there's only 10 or 20 in there.
Right, it is. It's early yet.
They'll all be up.
But while it's early and it rained, I went ahead and you can see a pile over there. There was just some seedlings of, trees that have been around, and we don't want any trees around. Don't need any big roots pushing in the pond or the liner or the rocks. So went around. I'm not weeding per se. Well, I wasn't. I was just doing that. Now I did jump in here and started weeding, and you can see that pile. That's when Rich is like, you're gonna make a video? So so I'm making a video. And last year, it was in one of the videos, actually two of them, Josh put some seeds in just to see if it would take. And the lily's taken. So Rich wants to take it, we'll transplant it and either put it in the big or the front.
The big.
In the big, we'll put it right back here. And some of these, as you see, there's one there, there's two over there, there's a couple over on that side, but they're all starting to pop. Nope, there's one right there too, see? So they're all popping. But I don't know what happened. You see that really beautiful bright green that we had going in between everything? It really didn't take. I don't know if it's the clay or what. All the others are doing just fine. In fact, that's the original Josh and them had. Those are the ones we picked up, but they're all growing. They all bloomed last year, except for the very end where we got this water problem over here, and it's staying soaking wet, so we got to do something about that.
There shouldn't be no water problem now. We fixed all the leaking from the river here. That shouldn't be wet.
Right. Josh went over and he felt the thing, but it's not leaking from there, he said, so he's not sure exactly what's going on, but you see how wet it is and how stunning.
Up here on this side of the pond. It's looking on this side of the pond, on the ground. It's all soaking wet. This side, over here, this way.
Over there? Yeah.
Yeah. That's soaking wet, so it may be leaking from the pool coming over here, keeping this ground saturated.
Maybe. But we'll get it figured out. But see how little of that stuff came back? So we're going to go with something different this year.
Creeping Jenny. It worked out front.
Yeah, it did. And so I'm just going to go through. While it's wet, it's so much easier to try and pull these weeds, and some of them are a pain in the butt.
Oh, come on now, Reed. You're not pulling weeds. You're pulling grass.
Yeah, well, yeah, some of this is grass, some of it's weeds. It's a combination of everything, actually. But we'll get this all cleaned up and make this look better.
Right here.
Yeah, there's some right there. And I thought I saw some somewhere else. But, yeah. Well, there it is. It's over there. That's right. That's where I've seen it. Over there and over by the herring and right there in front over there. We thought.
I'll tell them
remember,
about the herring.
Yeah.
We put that here to avoid other herons.
Yeah, we put it there originally to, so they wouldn't show up, but I tried to get my camera up fast enough, but I couldn't. But they're not scared of that thing at all. I found one up there like smooching with it, like, hey buddy, let's do it. Or, I mean, totally not afraid of it. It was like trying to get involved with it, if anything. So, but all right, so we're gonna get this all cleaned up, and we'll show you what it looks like afterwards. The sun's on my back, so I can't even see if you guys can tell or see these, but there is, I just, I was weeding right here, and I'll happen to look in, hundreds, no, thousands of tadpoles right here on these couple of rocks. I mean, they just everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. I mean, I'll obviously go back, and if I see them, I'll leave it in. Not, but, oh wow, they're all the way. The whole shelf, the whole entire shelf is covered with them. Holy cow. Wow. Bigrich didn't even know about that yet. Amazing. There's just so many. There's thousands and thousands of them. I wonder if the koi will eat any of them or not. And maybe that's why, no. Even a little koi can get up here, so. Interesting. Yeah, I was watching the koi, a little one, and that bigger one did come up, but it didn't look like they were eating them. But, holy cow. I don't know if it's going to come in, but we'll go along here. This is all the way up to the waterfall. And I see him over there, too. Oh, yeah. wonder how many are around here. And then, yep, that's a lot of tadpoles. Ooh, now see, it's warming up, getting closer to noon. Sun coming out, warming up the pond. And we got more koi coming out as well. Alright, I got up to about this far so far. Got these piles. But it's wet and it's so much easier to do while it's wet. So just want to get it done and over with. Alright, so we just got this one corner, but it's really overgrown and wet. And that's going to have to just be dug up a little bit. So, but other than that, there's some balls that are super wet. I'll let them dry so I can get the dirt off. But other than that, we got all the weeds out. And I got one big pile, two big piles, get them out of here. And this is cleaned up. Now we got to get back there, do something with that. And see, it is nice and shady right now. So there are times during the day that it does stay shady against the back. So I think that might be a good place to put some hospice. But they'll really grow, and they'll grow big. That's the only problem. He just doesn't realize how fast they'll grow. And then, like I predicted, when I came over, he's like, oh, the elephant ears, they fell over and they died. I told him they would. I told him we should just cut them off to begin with, but I do what he asked. So we cut them off now. And look, one of them's already starting to bud right there. So they'll come back, no problem. And those are all the hospice. We got to figure out a place to put them yet. Okay, yeah, it's getting nice and warm out. Wow, you can tell the fish are starting to come out. I just can't believe all these tadpoles. Unbelievable. All right, let's go see what Rich and Hoover are up to. All right, so the trailer failed. This bolt here snapped off. Rich cleaned it, drilled, put another bolt on there. Drilled a hole, and he now just straightened the pin. And voila.
Oh, the pin's too big. It don't clip on nothing. The bowl's not fat enough.
Yeah, it's so worn. It needs to be crimped right there at that spot, you see. But other than that, he got it fixed. So we're just working on the pin. And the trailer will be up and running again. All right, so you see how Josh had that little leak out there the other day? Ours was a little more terrifying. Would you not say, Rich?
Oh my God, I'm in here and I come walking in here and I see the red tail upside down. He's behind the hoses. I'm like, okay, maybe he's hiding behind the hoses and he looks to be upside down. I reached in, pushed him, he swam over there and then went upside down again. I'm like, oh no, there's something wrong. Hoover, Reaper. No one answered. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So I started a siphon from this tank down to here and I held it up here to splash water in because I realized all these pumps, all four of these pumps had shut off. So I don't know what's going on, but I need to get oxygen in there. So I'm hooking and I'm screaming, over, Reaver. Finally, Reap comes running, and I'm like, none of this is working. We need oxygen. He got me the blue 50-foot hose. So now we're siphoning water out while I'm putting water in, because this was up almost a half inch from the top. So I'm getting bubbles in there, and we're siphoning out. Finally, the red tail flips back up and starts swimming. I'm like, cool. Okay, so then the rest of them start swimming. Okay, now we can worry about why aren't these pumps running?
Yeah, why aren't they running?
It turns out this six-pack either got wet or something. It trips the wall plug every time we turn it on.
Yeah, it kept tripping everything.
So now we just plugged these two into this six-pack, but this six-pack was plugged in going to these two. And now these two still ain't running. We're going to have to run some other six-pack to it. But I couldn't move. I'm sitting here holding the hose. I'm like, help! Turns out Reaper was, he's in there doing something. The Hoover's out here worried about his scrap metal.
Yeah, so you know what? What about that white extension we just found around the corner? That'll be good enough to do that, wouldn't it?
That would run them, yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'll grab that real quick. So we got the video or the breaker problem fixed. So we got the breaker fixed. So now what we're doing is we're going to drain some of this water out of here into there, so we can get it moved back all the way against the wall, so we can get that one next to that one. We already tried moving it. It didn't move. So now
it didn't budge.
It didn't budge. So we're going to get this water drained over to there. Then we'll get it moved. Then we'll get it put back in and that over there. But the fish are doing great now. Nobody's upside down. They're all fine.
We saved them.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That was close. We got 3 guards, these 2, and the one that Hoover just put in there, which he acclimated. These 2 are getting acclimated, and they're going to go down in here in a minute or so. And she just dropped these off. So we got those.
She said all 3 of these guys got names.
Yeah. 3 alligator guards. Really early, we got a pleco and 3 cichlids as well. Alright, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Just getting ready for springtime. There's so much to do. We have so much to do this year. And Josh and them guys, they've done so much already. It's amazing. I don't know how they get it all done. But you guys, you hit that like, subscribe, and share, and we'll go deeper with a reaper.